DacDacBruce, DacDacBruce.
Hey Bruce! So today's video I wanted to talk about a technique you can do with Puff and the rest of the cast that I like to call wave dropping. It's a technique that defines HBox's playstyle and I thought I could elaborate on it.
Yeah, so HBox like not playing his lead. HBox is actually when HBox has a lead, he's pretty good about it. He just kind of goes in with the forward air, does a really dumb back air. Like, what is this one? Although I will say, Leffen is the king of getting up smashes on the floaties, so it's a little bit of both.
Wave dropping is fundamental to HBox's wait for you to make a mistake style. It lets Puff establish control over a point of the stage while being free to poke the center. Primarily used against spacies, HBox employs this technique against opponents of every skill level, especially campy opponents. The wave drop creates a dangerous cat and mouse dynamic that can polarize even the most patient of players. Let's begin. What is wave dropping? Wave dropping is a term I use to describe wave dashing on the platform, dropping through, and throwing out some sort of aerial. Your opponent can be in all sorts of places, including on top of the platform, below the platform, in center stage, or off stage, and will still be in the threat zone of this technique. So how does one perform a wave drop? Step 1. Be on the platform. Wave dropping requires you to drop down through the platform. Consider how Puff will get to the platform, understanding that it will take 2 jumps to get there. From what I have observed from HBox, he will go to the platform after getting knocked up and trying to make his way down. He will also retreat to the platforms after attempting to approach an opponent who does not want to interact. Step 2. Wave dash on top of the platform without wave dashing off. Wave dashing off the platform has different timings and inputs, so for this video I'm going to consider them separate. Part of the versatility of this technique is that you can feign dropping through the platform by doing multiple wave dashes in a row. Step 3. Push down after the wave dash. Make sure your timing is on point. Too early and you won't drop through. Keep practicing if you catch yourself accidentally doing smash attacks on the platform. The timing is pretty weird if you've never done it before, but it only takes a little bit of practice to nail every time. You can use any aerial, including specials, anytime after dropping through the platform. There are countless ways to use wave dropping. Despite that, there are 2 broad categories that all wave drops can be classified under: proactive and reactive. Both are common ways to use wave dropping, but their use differs by opponent. The proactive wave drop describes situations where Puff approaches the opponent below her. Reactive wave drops describe situations where opponents approach Puff on the platform. It is Puff's job to guess their approach and react accordingly. Starting with proactive wave dropping, the threat zone is on the ground and covers half the stage. Puff has several effective aerials from this position, each with their own strengths. These aerials include back air, up air, pound, fair, and dare. Bear is a safe way to poke the center of the stage. You can set this up by hanging out on the outer side of the platform and facing in the direction of off stage. It's possible to reach the center of Pokemon Stadium with full drift. The wave drop bear also functions as a way to stuff opponents trying to get under the platform. Consider using bear when your opponent is 0% or mid to high percent. Your bear is the first line of defense for defending the side platform. Up air is a medium range move with medium risk and situationally massive reward. Its primary use is to surprise opponents below the platform, but with full drift it can threaten the space in front of the platforms as well. Use up air when your opponent is at low to mid percent. Landing an up air at knockdown percent can set up a deadly combo and quickly change the outcome of a game. Use pound when you need to reach further than your bear could. Pound is a poking tool with more risk and more reward than bear. Use pound when bear won't reach or knock down. Wave drop fair is a common option as well. You can choose to fair instantly or delay the fair. Fair would normally be outclassed by bear and up air, but fair has a lingering hitbox that makes it a flexible option to use situationally. Use soft fair to set up knockdown situations at higher percents. Dare is another option available after dropping through the platform. Dare can be used in either direction, but it's one of the few aerials that work better facing off stage over facing center stage. Dare is not effective against aerial opponents and trades, so the decision to use Dare should be made carefully. When the percent is right, Dare can be a potent option. Keep in mind that when using proactive wave drops that your opponent has the entire stage to back away safely. You don't necessarily need to swing after dropping through the platform. Sometimes it will be more beneficial to claim the space your opponent needs to escape your threat. Next up are the reactive wave drops. These shapes are reactive ways to deal with opponents who try to get onto the platform to attack Puff. The threat zone is above the platform. Hitbox primarily uses up air, but first I should mention not to forget about shield grab, shield drops, and ASDI down, or at least the threat of them. Opponents need to understand that they cannot simply tomahawk grab or do a poor full hop aerial. While your opponent is trying to be careful, you'll have a better chance sneaking in with the wave drop to sweep them off their feet. Wave drop instant up air full drift is a staple of Hungrybox's playstyle. Countless times Hungrybox has stolen stocks off of top players who think they can rush down Hungrybox on the platform. Stand on either side of the platform, wave dash towards the edge of the platform, drop through the platform with an immediate up air, and drift in the opposite direction you wave dashed. Use this up air at low to mid percents, set up a knockdown situation, and open your opponent up for a juicy combo. Wave drop is reactionary by nature. It will take all sorts of practice mitigating enemy approaches before it becomes fluent. You can use it as an approach option, and you can implement this technique in a way that fits your personal playstyle. Thanks for watching. Please give this channel a sub if you learned anything, or just enjoyed watching the video. You can catch me on Twitter at DacDacBruce.
DacDacBruce, DacDacBruce.